I'm K. Prakash, working as an associate professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, SNS College of Technology. So today we are going to discuss a case study on emissions on the Indian road and its alternate ways to reduce the emission. See, if you see this picture, you can see the vehicles and the emissions from the vehicles. So what is the major issue of these emissions? So the emissions is around 28% from the vehicles leads to the global warming. So the output of the vehicles in the form of carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxides and particulate matter and other dust particles lead to global warming. So mainly the usage of diesel vehicles and the unburning of the fuels also leads to this pollution. So as the global warming takes place, so it creates a great problem in the future and to the next coming years. So let us take India. So in India, now let us go for a survey on a small city, that is Delhi. So Delhi is one of the most polluted city in the world. Now let us go for this. Now you can see in this video, this is a small video on Delhi where it is the most polluted air in Delhi, which is announced by the World Health Organization. See the number of vehicles, around 25 million peoples with 2.9 million cars are traveling on the road, and 7 million motorbikes and motor rickshaws also take parts. And also the shops in the open ovens also create some pollutions, where around 9,000 hotels and restaurants are in Delhi. So here the respirable suspended particle matter is twice greater than the city of Beijing in China. So what is the problem on this? So because of this toxic matters like arsenic, black argon, formaldehyde, nickel, sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides, it leads very danger to the people traveling on the road. Around 25 to 50,000 citizens die due to these problems. And in India, what happens is middle class has increased in size. So the number of vehicles on the roads is also increased. So this is the biggest drawback. So because of this, the subsidies to the diesel fuels was cut off by the government, and the diesel costs increased in the day by day because of the increase in the fuel. So because of this, to have a reduction in the vehicles, the subsidies were cut off. So the diesel vehicles sales has been dropped. So if we take a small survey on 2016, the authorities claim that they implemented one small thing, that on a single day the even numbers has to be traveled on the road, the vehicles with number plates even, and another day the odd numbers have to drive on the roads. So this was implemented, but it was difficult to implement day by day. So this was not able to take part throughout the day. So they asked the public transport to take part by the peoples to leave their own vehicles. This was another choice of reducing the vehicles, but nowhere the air quality was not reduced and becoming an issue. So this was not able to control. So what is the alternate way? So how to reduce this emission? So to overcome this, so what happened is, so by seeing this, we can understand this is a symbol. So from this we can understand it is an green energy. Okay. So what is green energy is? It is eco-friendly. So the best method to switch off is to electrical vehicles, because India is planning by 2030 to switch off to most of the vehicles are to be switched off to electrical vehicles. So this is the only alternate to reduce the pollution in the cities. So the vehicles which are using the IC engines has to be cut off, because the combustion of the fuels lead to the emissions. So the only way is to the electric vehicles, to switch our vehicles to our alternative energy source, because the electrical energy can be generated through solar energy, which is free of cost, and it is abundant in nature. So now we can watch a small video here. See here, this is an solar bus which was invented by the Ashok Leyland, and here these buses are running. And what are the issues in this buses is the charging stations. So these solar electrical vehicles are to be charged, and this charge will remain, and then it will be running for a particular kilometers. After a few kilometers, what happens is it has to be charged. And in India, ISRO is working on the research on the lithium ion batteries which are to be implemented in the electrical buses. So, and the second major issue is that the charging stations for these electrical vehicles. As the number of charging stations and the charging time has to be increased in the on roads, because if the number of vehicles, if everyone are switching to the electrical vehicles, the charging points has to be increased, and the time to the charge the vehicle has to be increased. So these issues were sought out by the Ashok Leyland of India and the ABB of Switzerland company. These two companies had a tie-up, they had an MOU, and then the launch of the electrical buses were planned. You can see in this video. See here, this is an charging stations. So here, these buses, these batteries can be replaced within 2 minutes. It takes only around 2.5 minutes to replace the battery, and the charging system is also called as the flash charging system. It takes only 20 seconds to charge the buses. So you can see here the top surface is mounted, and the 600 kilowatt charging is available. So this is done by the TOSA. So the station, TOSA station. So this charging takes place when the passengers are getting down, in between that time. So this is taking place by the time within 20 seconds. So see here how it takes place. So for there is a moving arm. This moving arms is to be connected. So all these setups are made available in the bus itself. So during the time, what happens is this flash charging takes place. So the energy transfer takes place with the flash charging systems, and there the traction motors and the traction converters are available. So this was firstly implemented in Geneva. Around 20 buses are flying in Geneva with this flash charging unit, and see here, this is the real-time buses in Geneva, and then 11 such charging stations are available. And because of this, what happens is the emission of carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide are reduced to nearly 0%. So this is the alternate method to switch off the existing vehicles to the electrical vehicles. So in this case study, we conclude that the emissions from the vehicles are polluting the atmosphere and the environment, leading a global warming and causes big issues to the environment and the people. So to overcome this, we are switching to the electrical vehicles, and the issues in the electrical vehicles was discussed now, and this was also sorted. And I also recommend in future to everyone to switch off to the electrical vehicles to save our nation and the world. Thank you.